All right, friends, it's T, and I'm back with a new video, man. It's on our, you know who, our good friend Jason Blaha. I'm gonna do a reaction video today on the gym lifting, recruiting, fitness gear slave himself, Jason Blaha. So Blaha says, biggest training mistake then, or when trying to gain muscle. Okay, biggest training mistake when trying to gain muscle. Okay, let's find out.
All right, there are a couple of major mistakes that are extremely common when people are trying to gain muscle. So let's talk about this, guys and gals.
Wow, what is that, Blaha? You're the foremost information on that. Yes, okay.
All right, the things that people oftentimes do get right, most people are willing to do sufficient volume. If anything, they tend to want to do more volume than they really need to gain the muscle they need to gain for the level of experience that they're at. So that's usually not it. It's not.
So more volume to create sarcoplasmic muscle. Okay, being adapted to these weights. Yeah, okay, endurance athlete. Yes.
The case of most people, well, I'm just not willing to go to the gym enough once they decide they want to gain muscle, right? Or they want to make improvements like that. The issues tend to be.
But Blaha, how do they know? How do they know the difference between getting sarcoplasmic and myofibrillar? Oh, I know. Myofibrillar is an adaptation. It comes with DOMs, with all these things, these pains and everything, right? Movement, restriction, pain, soreness for many days, a bunch of stuff. And that's the growth period. Oh, I'm not getting any of that anymore. Haven't got that for years, and I'm just a lifting slave in the gym, but my muscles are getting bigger. Oh, that must be sarcoplasmic because now I'm an endurance athlete. Oh, yahoo! My muscles had adapted when I first came in. I got those symptoms, but they never grew from myofibrillar ever again. But I did get a stronger because I got a better at lifting a heavy weight. Okay.
Twofold in nature. Number one, people simply do not push sets hard enough. Okay? And there's studies on that showing you that.
They don't push the sets hard enough. Well, it's because when it comes to myofibrillar growth, they're resilient from further assault. So you really have to figure it out on your own. How to get damage with a second repeated bout. See what I mean? With a repeated bout, there's no more damage. Look, man. No, muscles do not retain undamaged with repeated exercise. No, muscles do not remain undamaged with repeated exercise, but the repeated bout effect reduces the amount of muscle damage and soreness that occurs with each subsequent bout until it disappears. Get it? It makes it harder and harder. The RBE is a phenomenon where a single bout of eccentric exercise against muscle damage from subsequent bouts of the same exercise. You're doing the same exercises because you're not swimming, you're weightlifting. You're doing the same one. This is because the body adapts to the stimulus and becomes more what? Oh, it adapts to the what? Stimulus. I thought we were stimulating. And it becomes more resistant to it each time. Oh, it becomes resistant to the stimulus each time we come to the gym. Oh, that kind of sucks, doesn't it? Example, if you perform a squat workout for the first time, oh, I love this one. For the first time, a unique feature of untrained muscles, they get stiff and sore due to what? Muscle damage. Your muscles will experience a new stimulus that can lead to muscle soreness. Oh, it could lead to muscle soreness. Got that. We don't want that. However, if you consistently squat, you will experience less soreness each time because your body has adapted to the what? Adapted to the stimulus. What is the stimulus? Muscle damage, you fucking mechanism. The RB is caused by reductions in muscle damage. Yes, it's a reduction in muscle damage, so no more muscles. The excitation contraction coupling feature, the exact mechanism of the RBE is not fully understood, but there have been many research studies. Well, I've already talked about it, what it is. So, application, the RBE can be used to used in rehabilitation to help people recover from immobilization or to mitigate the effects of delayed onset muscle soreness. Oh, the loss of muscle function. The results in loss of muscle function and inflammatory response and a delayed onset muscle soreness that peaks a day to 2 days following exercise. The repeated bout effect describes a phenomenon whereby the remodeling process attenuate. Listen to this. The remodeling process attenuate the negative responses to a repeated bout of damaging exercise. You fucks out there. So don't tell me any fucking bullshit on my channel about fucking muscle damage and all this bullshit. People bothering me. I'm not talking about people on my channel. It's the outside people.
Hard enough, okay? And there's studies on that showing that that's the case.
Yeah, there's studies on that showing the case. The stimulus has disappeared. There's no more stimulus, dude, you fuck.
2, people do not understand and apply the principle.
Like, what part do fucking people, these fucking retards out there, do not fucking understand? There is no more stimulus after a repeated bout of exercise. The only way that you can build muscles is by damaging them. And if they ain't fucking getting damaged, you fucking nut, they ain't fucking growing. Get it? The only thing you're fucking growing there is you're eating an artificial diet called carbohydrates, a drug diet, and you're just blowing up like a fucking balloon. Hell, if you drink too much water, your cells can fucking blow up and explode.
Progressive overload. And these are really critical because these 2 points, we oftentimes see them both being neglected. These are...
Yeah. I mean, I got to eat a lot of carbs like these steroid bodybuilders. Eat carbs. Well, hello, I thought protein builds muscles. What the fuck you need to eat carbs for that all fucking day? Because artificial, you're building fucking fake muscles all day. Is that it? So you're proud that you go to the gym, slave there to build these fake muscles, eating carbs all fucking day. And then you want me to believe that you built real muscle, that you're super strong. When you're super weak, you just got better at lifting a heavy weight, but you have no muscle, so you're fucking weak. What are you talking about?
2 points that all the experts argue about as to which one is the most important. Okay, so this is where all the debates, most of the debates you see in the lifting world, even in the evidence-based world, the coaching world, people argue with.
He is never building any muscle, no matter how much fucking steroids Blaha pumps in his body.
For thousands of hours back and forth are those 2 things as to which one is actually the driver of growth, which one matters the most, where should our effort...
What's the driver of growth? Well, you could grow through the sarcoplasm, right? But it's artificial because it's fluid. It isn't based on myofibrillar growth. That stimulation has left the station long time ago. The train has already left, dude.
Be. Like, this is the biggest, longest lasting argument over and over and over. So, see where we're going? If these are considered that people stand around arguing for years.
Look, you could come in once a month to a gym, once a month, and lift weights and still get bigger and stronger than anybody coming in there every fucking day. In 12 months, you'll be super big and super fucking strong. Working out once a month, dude. Get it? Yeah.
It's about.
Because the stimulus will come back.
Whether we need to be taking such really close to failure, like so intensity per set, or whether we need to be focusing on progressive tension the most, progressive overload.
Yes, we need to be, we need to do this, and we need to do that, and do that, and do that to bring back the stimulus. Yeah, fuck it, yeah, sure.
That's the driver of muscle mass.
Yeah, that's the driver of muscle mass. What was the driver? What did it say in science? What does it say in NCBI and everywhere? What is the driver of muscle mass? Damage. The stimulus has left the station, dude. Get it?
If you're ignoring both, that's why you're not making gains.
See, if you're not ignoring both, That's why you're not making gains, guys. So do what Blaha says. Do the 5x5 and keep coming in the gym like a lifting motherfucking slave, bro. You need to suffer. You deserve to suffer because you're a sucker. Like this sucker. Get it?
We need to be clear. That's very, very straightforward. So those are the two biggest.
It is very straightforward that you should all be suckers, lifting sucker slaves in the gym like this sucker. Get it? And you too can lose your hair and age yourself and be looking 85 years old. Because my friends, when I show him this guy, they tell me he's an 85-year-old. They just go, oh, he's a fit 85-year-old guy lifting in the garage. And I go, no, he's 47. They go, what? No, I don't believe you. They go, he's 85, bro. What are you talking about? He just looks like a good 85-year-old. I go, no, he's 47. They can't believe it.
Points. People tend to neglect both. So what we frequently see, we see people come in.
I frequently see these people, they deserve to suffer and slave.
And on their work sets, what do? They come in and they go, well, I went till it hurt, till it burned a little bit.
Yeah, that's going to bring back the stimulus. I went till it hurt, till it burned. Even though that stimulus has left the station long time ago.
Well, your idea of burning could just be a pump. And that very often is the case.
Your idea of what lifting could be just a pump? Yeah, it's just a pump because you're eating artificial tofu. Tofu is the most unhealthy food in the world for you. It's poison. It's junk food. When you eat tofu, it's junk food. Blaha eats a lot of yogurt and tofu. He eats a lot of weird stuff. He says these dairy products are processed. That's why he eats yogurt. Yogurt is processed animal products. That's why he wants to convince you that butter, which is processed from animal products, is unhealthy for you. But yogurt isn't, right? That's what he eats in all his fucking stupid eating videos he did during COVID. Yeah, okay.
Okay. You know, you get that, and here's what people don't get. If a hype man can give you more reps, if anger can give you more reps, this is a problem.
What?
Right? In other words, if you're really having a bad day, let's say you've been able to take, 100 pounds on a lift. Let's call it 100. And you've been able to do 10 reps on it, right? And it feels hard. Like, man, I get a good burn on that. That's hard. But you're really angry about something. You're having one of those days, you're like, I'm just going to take it out.
You know the one thing? It's one thing to be stubborn, but it's another thing to be really stupid and act stupid. When you start acting stupid, like you think you know something, and then you're just so stupid to the fact that you try to ignore the true nature of what lifting really is, and then you ignore it. When they tell you about repeated bout effect, they tell you about muscle damage and all this, going through repair and remodeling, it attenuates because of the remodeling. Why does it attenuate after it remodels? Because it's more resilient from what? Your stupid assaults from your stupid lifting, you slaves.
Set and keep going, and you get 15. Ooh, people aren't going to like what I'm about to say. You get 15.
Oh, yeah. He got 15. Look at him. He's so proud of himself. He never built anything here, his body. He lost weight because he got fat. It was his own fault for getting fat, eating shit all day. And now he got lean because, I don't know, he starved himself or something on drugs. So what? He didn't build any muscle. His body looks like this is fucking like it would be walking down the street.
You haven't been stimulating any muscle growth for months. Okay? In other words, if you can psychologically...
Look at him. I don't know anybody... Look at... The way you appear on video is not the way you truly appear in person. It can be different. You can either be much more bigger than what you appear like on video and stronger, or you could appear a lot shittier on video. It's all dependent. It's really dependent. I will tell you this. He's smaller. A video will make him look big. He's short and he's small. And he looks terrible. And he looks aged. 85 years old here.
push yourself to with good form to get 5 more reps because you're angry or something's happening?
He's fit at lifting weights, but he's not fit at swimming or running or playing basketball or doing other sports because he doesn't do any of that. He doesn't do variety of sports. Yeah.
You're under duress and you just take it out on it. And you're able, even physically able to do the extra 5 through adrenaline or something. You literally have been completely wasting your time up till that point. I'm not saying you didn't gain anything.
This is funny watching this.
But it's going to be relatively minuscule.
Now when I watch these people lift, it's funny for me when I watch these people. It's really hilarious.
With the all-new FanDuel Sportsbook, you get more.
But it's going to be relatively minuscule.
I truly see these people for what they really are. Lifting slaves, bro. Jesus, lifting slave. It's crazy.
You are not training hard at all. Because you
See, guys, you're not training hard at all. Yes, you need to train harder.
should be able to do that without any hype. Like that shouldn't
Even though that stimulus has left the station a long time ago, you need to train harder.
even be a thing.
Yeah.
People who are used to lifting can take sets to failure calm. Like once you're used to this, there's no hype required, no anger. Same thing. If I come in and I'm yelling at you and you got a hype man and you're able to get 5 more reps, and it's not
Yeah, okay.
because they're touching the bar. If they're touching and helping, that doesn't count. But if someone's able to motivate you to get 5 more reps through come on or pushing or hype or cheering, that means you have not been training hard.
Oh,
You're
that means you have not been training hard. Oh, okay.
not taking sets close to failure. Your set
Right.
quality sucks.
Doesn't say anything there it doesn't say anything there about training, taking sets to failure. Doesn't say anything about that. It says that untrained muscles are known to get this damage. Untrained, unfamiliar, and I don't know, whatever, unaccustomed exercise gets this damage. Yes. Also, the intensity and duration of an exercise will get you this damage to come back as well. But it's very specific. Let's say you did a bro split and you want to bring this damage back. Well, that's when you really need a lot of intensity on that one muscle. You're going to need a lot of intensity and duration of that muscle to try to get it damaged with a repeated bout because it's now protected when you first came in the gym, when you were untrained. Because that's what a unique feature of untrained muscles. They get stiff and sore next day due to what? Muscle damage. But guess what a unique feature of trained muscles are? They get sarcoplasmic when you eat artificial diets called carbohydrates. Yeah. Fake muscles. That's why the gains are always going. My gains are going. My gains are going. I got to bring back these gains. You are wasting your time. Like I said, you would get more out of lifting once a month than you could get out of coming in the gym like a lifting slave 30 days in a month. Get it, dude?
Means your set quality sucks. This is why you're not making gains. You're still
The reason why you're not making gains, because I read it to you in the beginning. It attenuates after it remodels. And then the repeated bout effect kicks in. That's right. There's no more damage with repeated bouts.
simply not training hard.
Oh, it's adapted. The stimulus has disappeared. The stimulus has disappeared, like it says here. The stimulus is gone, broski. Where does it say that? Hold on. The stimulus, right here. The stimulus, right there. Explanation. The RB is a phenomenon where a single bout of eccentric protects against muscle damage from subsequent bouts of the same exercise. This is because the body adapts to the stimulus and becomes more resistant to it each time. See that? You want to know how it does it? Right here. The repeated bout effect describes the phenomenon whereby the remodeling process attenuate the negative responses to a repeated bout of damaging exercise. So muscles remodel what? Bigger and stronger, right? And that attenuates what? The negative responses to a repeated bout of damaging exercise. There's no more damage because it's more resistant from your shitty assaults, from your shitty lifting in the gym.
You shouldn't psychologically be able to just do more. You should be able to calmly come in and do that 15 then regularly.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Sure, yeah, should, yeah.
That also means you probably don't have enough weight on the bar then on top of it, or the machine.
Yeah, there's not enough weight on there. Yeah, that'll bring that stimulus. Yeah,
Whatever.
that's it. Yeah.
All right, then we come to that progressive overload.
Yeah, that's it. It's progressive overload. That will get that stimulus to come back. Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
You don't change the stimulus, you stay the same. By changing the stimulus, it doesn't mean, we need to change 17A, we got to shock the muscles. No, you need progression.
Oh, yeah, the stimulus, shock the muscles. Yeah, that's it. That's going to bring it back, shocking the muscles.
Right? Improve
Isn't that what Arnold Schwarzenegger used to say? You got to shock the muscles. Oh, yeah, sure, yeah, Where's his muscles?
mechanical tension, whether it's through repetitions, whether it's through weight, mechanical loading, because repetitions do it too, right? It's more fatigue.
Because repetitions do it too? So repetitions do it as well. Oh, okay. Fatigue. Oh, yeah.
As accrued, we get mechanical tension on more and more muscle fibers. Like, this is understood.
More mechanical tension on muscle fibers. More mechanical tension. Yeah.
This is understood. We know
This
is how it works.
We know this is how it works. Unfortunately, he's too stubborn to know how it really works. I have to explain it to everybody out there. And on his stupid ass channel, his stupid ass minions are watching my video and they're fucking learning, but they still write stupidity in his comment section because they're dumb.
Okay?
They're dumb as
we know this is how
they're as dumb as their coach, Blaha.
it works. This has again been demonstrated in the human body. But the whole point is a mechanical.
Demonstrated in the human body. Yeah, okay. Let's see his stupidity section here. Oh, would you ever consider running a super squat window maker cycle? Do they think this good in the long run to build muscle for lower body? You're not building any muscle, you fuck, because that boat has left. Stupid. Next, another idiot. Progressive overload is a result of training hard. Progressive overload is a result of lifting a weight, you retard. It's fucking based on neural drive. Shut the fuck up. Do you recommend Sean Nilawanji? No, because he's a fuck. He's stupid. Doesn't know anything. A common misconception about high volume training is the belief that it inevitably leads to low mechanical tension or training far from failure. No. High volume is based on people that are adapted coming in. They're fucking endurance athletes, you retard. Anecdotally, it's entirely possible to train with high volume while still pushing close to failure. Yeah, you could train with high volume and push to failure, and guess what? You're failing. You're an endurance athlete. The stimulus is gone for muscle damage. That doesn't work there. I've done it for years. Yeah, I bet you've done it for years. Let's see what you fucking look like. Natural factors like SFR and exercise selection become more and more critical as managing fatigue becomes more challenging. For what purpose? What the fuck are you talking about? This has nothing to do with damaging muscles and building them bigger and stronger, retard. Hey, have you stopped doing good mornings? I haven't seen you doing these. Any particular reason? I don't know why. I can't see his comments because he's blocked me. He stopped doing it because they don't work. That's why. Because he's stupid. Like you.
Mechanical tension on the muscles does have to increase over time.
Yes, the tension on the muscles has to increase over time. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
All right, and we've all seen that. How many people come in and they use the same weight?
How many people come in and use the same weight? Yeah, like Blaha. He's using the same weight.
The same 3 sets of 10 for years.
That's Blaha. the same weight, the same 3 sets of whatever for years. He's doing the exact same thing. That's called the repeated bout effect phenomenon. Get it, Dudesky?
And notice they don't change. Now, if you're
Notice they don't change. Notice Blaha has not changed. The only thing he did was get fat and lost weight. He lost some weight. That's about it. That's it. He got fat and lost weight. He's not changed at all whatsoever. But he wants to convince you in your small brain that he has. All of you. Yay.
happy with where you are, that's fine. Okay? You're like, I'm already stacked. I already look like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
See, he's already stacked and he already looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger. You don't have to say it, you see, because the body would do the talking for you. You wouldn't have to say that. People would write it in the comment section.
I'm just going to leave 315 on the bar for 3 sets of 10. Okay, well, that's okay, because you're happy with where you are. You're not seeking to make any changes or any improvements. Now, does that mean to add that weight that you need to cheat and swing or cut range of motion? No, but the muscles themselves need to be subjected to a higher tension.
Oh, yeah.
So that tension is going to need to come eventually in the form of more weight, more resistance,
Oh, yeah, sure.
using the same form. So if you've been cheating X amount, you're going to have to continue to cheat that amount to gauge that, right? The range of motion you've been using
Huh? What is he mumbling about?
is probably what you need to be doing, so you don't need to be shortchanging the stretch positions to put more weight, so on. But if that's what you've been doing that whatever half rep, that's fine. It's going to need to get heavier while maintaining that same half rep. You don't want to go to a 40% rep. All right. And I'm not telling you to do half reps per se. But
I have no clue what he's talking about.
you get the idea, guys.
No, I don't get the idea whatsoever.
Tension has to increase. If it doesn't,
So increasing tension gets over the repeated bout effect phenomenon. Is that it? Is that what you're trying to say? No, it doesn't.
and we got
That could be a factor, but no, it doesn't. It by itself.
problem. Same thing, if your sets are nowhere near failure, that tension better be increasing all the time then. So we come back to this is the debate people make on the tension, but plenty of people stay far from failure and make great gains by just
They make great gains. Far from failure, they make great gains. No, nobody's making any gains out there. Nobody's making any gains after the first bout of exercise when they came into the gym. Nobody's making any gains after swimming after the first bout, or ice skating, or playing any kind of vigorous sport where they get this damage. They're not making any more gains, okay? It's now protected. There's no more damage. That's all. You're a comfortable slave in the gym. Very comfortable.
increasing the load continually all the time for years.
You have to be willing to become uncomfortable to get gains in a gym. You have to be willing to be uncomfortable. If you're not willing to be uncomfortable, if all you want to be is comfortable like a lifting slave, well then go there and do that. But don't complain because the guy next to you who's coming in like once every 2 weeks or every week or something is gaining real muscle, getting bigger and stronger than you. And you're sitting there like a pumpkin, skinny, still trying to figure out, and then you're saying he's taking steroids or doing some drugs or something. Meanwhile, you're there failing, doing failure reps, failure to failure, like Blaha, failing.
Man, sure, that will, in theory, work.
Me, I'm bigger and stronger than Blaha. I weigh 10 times more than him. I'm bigger than him, taller than him. I got bigger arms than him, bigger shoulders, bigger chest, bigger back, bigger legs, bigger everything. A bigger dick than him, bigger balls. He's small and he's weak and he's wasting his time. And I'm not a lifting slave and I rarely ever lift. I actually gave up lifting a long time ago. Had I could have maintained a lot of it, the bigness when I was younger, when I got a lot bigger. But I got lazy because I don't want to be a lifting slave, bro. I don't want to be a lifting slave. Sorry.
That load's going to have to go up. Anyway,
I like regenerating muscles, but I find that I'm already big enough as it is. I don't need to get bigger. I can if I really want to. I can get as big as I really want at any age. It doesn't stop me. There isn't any, you can't regenerate muscles. You can regenerate at any age if you understand the concept of regeneration, muscle regeneration. But if you don't understand these things and how they work, then you'll be like Blaha, skinny and weak with those tiny little arms, that flat chest, And that's it. Just looks like he lost weight. That's all. He got really lean. That's about it.
You break it down.
You can see what he looks like. Look at him carefully here. He's very lean. That's about it. His legs are small. They look normal. He just got really lean. He's trying to look like these ectomorphs running around.
Either sets are going to have to go to failure or close to failure, or the load's going to have to increase, or you
See, loads have to increase, has to go to failure. All these excuses.
are not going to gain significant.
This is everything he says is to imprison you, to keep you failing. That's how he's able to make his money or whatever the hell he's doing here. To keep you watching in failure. That's the point, to keep you failing. Look, society doesn't want to feed you natural food to keep you failing so that they can fix your teeth, your broken teeth, and fix your health problems and sell you supplements and drugs and everything else. Dude, hello. If they were to tell you the secret that all you have to do is eat raw meat and raw animal products and you'll be healthy, you won't lose your teeth, you won't have any need for any of these things, then they're not necessary anymore. Lifting slaves, if I was to tell you, all you need to do is go once a month to a gym to regenerate muscle, then you wouldn't pay the membership. You'd come in once a month. That's it, somewhere. You buy your own weights or go to a gym or whatever. Once a month, bro, get it? You find a free place or something. Lift once a month and then grow your muscles the rest of the month. Yeah, regenerate them.
Significant amounts of muscle. All right, guys, for that's really all I have
Yeah, ooh, huge amounts of muscle there. Yeah, sure. That's all he has to say?
to say on that today. I hope it's been
Thank God. It hasn't been informative. See you in the next one. Ciao. It's been informative enough not to do the same mistakes like him.